You know, one of the most difficult things about being a YouTuber, I ain't gonna lie to you, is dealing with comments, dealing with people with different opinions, dealing with people less intelligent than you, dealing with anything of that sort, right? Now, today what I'm going to be doing is a video response. It's a video based on a comment that's in my comment section that you all need to see, because this is the problem with the IDAHO 4 trial, is that Kohberger can't get a fair trial. And you'll understand it more as this video progresses. I'm not going to do what everybody thinks I'm going to do, which is unleash on the commenter and tell them how dumb they are, how much of a sheep. Well, I probably will say they're a sheep, but I will not say how I won't be insulting this person. Because the reality of this is this person is part of a microcosm of the real issue that goes on with this case. Not just this case, but news, politics, everything in general is basically the uninformed and sheep that just follow the lead in what, mainstream media tells them. I'm thejbgunner, this is Crime Time. Let's go ahead and get on into this. This will be one of the first videos of its kind on this channel, but let's go ahead and do it. Let's go.
Bring it back.
Well, what's going on, everybody? As you guys, I'm glad I can take these headphones off since there's no more audio. What's going on, everybody? I'm thejbgunner, and this is Crime Time. Before we get into this, I want to first and foremost say thank you to everybody that supports the channel or any of my channels on all the platforms, regardless of the method you choose, whether it's Cash App, Patreon, Venmo, PayPal. Truth is, guys, I couldn't do this each and every day as often as I do without you. I appreciate you guys so much. And with that being said, if you too find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. Support the channel. Join the Gun Squad today. Also, while you're down there, you can find my other channels, my other content, including my live stream channel. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to be as gentle in this video as I possibly can. By the way, I also want to respond to something else. I keep getting comments saying, JB, it's so glad, I'm so good that you're back to posting videos. I've been posting videos for almost 17 years, every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so weird how every single video I tell you about my other channels, you see what I'm saying? And how I do this each and every day. And then people are like, people are retarded. You see what I'm saying? Just because I'm not posting on this garbage channel, well, okay, it's not garbage, but just because I'm not posting here doesn't mean I'm not posting. This is my job. This is my career. I do this every single day. But anyways, moving on from that fuckery. So glad that you're posting again. Where the fuck you think I went? You think I just all of a sudden went to the drive-thru window? Was like, would you like fries with that motherfucker? Go on. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to this. The problem with this is that this is why I don't believe Bryan Kohberger is going to get a fair trial. Guys, I'm going to ask for your help in this video. I'm going to ask for you guys in the comment section to put any relevant information that helps me prove the points that I'm trying to make. I know that's a little bit difficult for some people, but let's see what we can do. Let me go and start this out. We had a comment by a guy by the name of Mike D's 7241. As I get into this comment, I want you to notice how everything here sounds just like Ashley Bumfield or Jennifer Coopenduper. They got all of their information from mainstream news, and all of it, and I mean every single bit of it, is inaccurate. But it's prefaced by the position, this is what we know about Bryan Kohberger. No, none of this is accurate. Not a single statement in Mike D's comment is accurate. But we're going to go ahead and get there, okay? Given the information we have, nothing suggests anything other than BK being the killer. Now, let me start off by saying, let's analyze what the concept of is information we have. We have official information, which is technically the only information we have. Anything else is basically speculation, right? Or, you know what I mean, what other people have reported. The only information we actually have is information released through the courts. And that only exists if you believe that the courts and police would not lie. But, so we don't actually really have any information. We only have speculation. Let's just call it what it is. But let's go back to this. What we know about him, he has all the signs of an incel. He doesn't have a single sign of an incel. That is false statement number one. He actually, you see him in multiple photos with multiple friends all the time. There's reports of him having an Asian girlfriend that's there at the building with him, laughing at all times of the night. You can see women all over the place saying he's an attractive male. This is a young man that was going for his PhD. This is a young man that in his future was going to easily make six figures. Now, I'm no homo, but clearly a dude with this intelligence and this future revenue, and he's fit. He's fit. He's clearly a catch. Women like, let me tell you the 3 6s that women go for. If you're over 6 foot tall, you make over six figures, and you have above a 6-inch dick, you have a good chance of nailing any woman you want. And I know that because I'm all 3. It's the 3 6s that they look for. The 3 6s that brings to you the devil. The goddamn broad. Ain't this a bitch? I'm being honest with you. People like to throw around the word incel, and most of the time, they're completely inaccurate. By all accounts, Bryan Kohberger is actually pretty outgoing. You see, he goes to events like the books, like he goes to all kinds of events. We've seen it. Where'd he go? The Handmaid's Tale thing or whatever. Bryan Kohberger, if you watch him graduate, constantly smiling in all of his pictures, many pictures with him and other people. He studied serial killers for a reason. You mean he studied criminology? Because he was going for his PhD in criminology? I also study serial killers. By the way, I'm a horror movie nut, and I get pussy all the time. And I haven't killed any students. He went in to kill Maddie. So I want you to see, everything he said so far is inaccurate. He went in to kill Maddie due to her not acknowledging him in Instagram DMs. Once again, 100% untrue. In fact, the court documents clearly state that there's no connection between Bryan Kohberger and the victims, including on social media. Where did you get that? Oh, the Bumfield or Koopa Dooper, right? There is no connection between Bryan Kohberger and the victims, and that includes Instagram. In case you didn't know, majority of these Instagram accounts were created after Bryan Kohberger was arrested. Okay? Let's make that shit clear. And he hadn't planned on Kaylee being in the same bed. This is when the plan started to unravel. Do you see where I'm going with this? Nothing he said is truthful or accurate at all. It's all made up. He lost his sheath during the struggle. That's the only thing I could possibly agree with you, that there was a struggle and that's how he lost his sheath. But that's common sense. That's common sense. While attempting to leave, he ran. So do you see how he's just making all this up? While attempting to leave, he ran into Ethan and Xana, and so they became collateral damage. That's a good theory. In fact, I agree with that theory. It's a theory, though. It's not facts. Remember, you started this thing off by giving the information we have. Hold on, let's go ahead. Okay? We do not know if he actually saw the other roommates. I don't know what that means. I assume you meant saw the other roommate. He either didn't see her, or he was exhausted by having to kill 4 people when he planned on just one. Who did he plan on? That's right, you think Maddie. Okay, once again, have you seen how small the corridor is from Xana and Ethan's room to that area where Dylan was standing and saw his bushy eyebrows? The likelihood of someone, by the way, there was a light right there. Remember the one that said good vibes? There was a light right there. But anyways, if you've seen the layout of the house and you've seen how small the corridor was. Now, then you'll know that the likelihood of him passing through there and them not seeing each other, when you look at how close that general region is, it's pretty laughable. And to believe somebody would kill 4 people and then see a 5th, which is just a female, and not take her out too, is laughable. Why would you leave, if you've killed 4 people, why would you in any aspect leave any witnesses? At all, for any reason. Now, you're saying, well, maybe he didn't see her. That's a possibility. But what I am saying is that everything you're saying right now was speculation. I just want to make this clear. Nothing you are saying at this point is accurate in any way. It's all just your opinion. Now, let's continue. There's a Walmart receipt for Dickies coveralls. No, there's not. There's a Walmart receipt for Dickies clothes, not coveralls. There is a Walmart receipt with a Dickies outfit on it, with a Dickies item on it, not coveralls. No one has told you that, and you haven't seen that anywhere. But what happened is the internet and Coop and Duper also made you believe that he dressed up like fucking Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees. By the way, I've got multiple receipts for Dickies. My whole closet is filled with Dickies, just so you know. And we know he had a mask with gloves. Everybody had a mask with gloves. Everybody's, especially in the time of COVID, all these fucking libtards got masks sticking out of their asshole. You see what I'm saying? They probably put masks on their dick over the condom when they fuck. Weirdos. I'm so scared of COVID. Shut the fuck up. Hashtag pure blood. Anyways, everybody, for the most part, has masks and gloves. We know that he had gloves in the wintertime, JB. So what? Everybody's got gloves. And like I said, college kids, everybody up there had masks because all college kids are pretty much libtards. And he has Dickies. Man, what dude do you know that doesn't own Dickies in some aspect? Even the Tyrones who don't work own Dickies for fashion reasons. Now, granted, I'm getting older, so I don't know if it's still fashionable. They do skinny jeans and shit now. He would have taken this stuff off when he got back to his car and stashed them in a garbage bag. Well, he would have took it, so there still would have been droplets of him on the way to the car, though. And you don't think DNA from that trash bag would have... it is what it is. So you think in the middle of November, he stood out, and by the way, there was snow. You think he stood out in the cold, stripped butt naked, at where his car is. Instead of getting his car and driving away fast, you think he stood outside where his car is, stripped down naked, put it in another bag, and got dressed, wearing something else. Outside, in the cold, after just committing 4 murders, where everybody could see him. Doesn't that sound a little odd? Doesn't it sound a little odd? He already would have clean clothes under his coveralls. Under his coveralls? So you believe he would have already had other clothes on? He just murdered 4 people, if you believe the story. You don't think any DNA would transfer onto the clean clothes? Come on, man. Any DNA? Okay. Everyone seems to point to the old blog post being from him in which he speaks of his lack of feeling or empathy for others. That is not proven. That is just internet rumors and shit. Okay? Now, there's a good chance that is him. But what does that have to do with anything? I'm a sociopath. I genuinely don't have much empathy for anyone or anything. It's just the way it works. Just because, see, this is the type of thing I'm talking about. You see this shit on the internet. Have you seen the blog posts? Have you read the blog posts? Lack of feeling or empathy for others. That's the hallmark signs of an incel. No, he says he has all the hallmark signs of an incel. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have any signs at all. What is your belief of what? Do you know what the word incel means? Involuntary celibacy. Do you understand? I technically am a diagnosed sociopath. I get pussy anytime I want. This phone, text, and it goes off all damn day long from women trying to give me some ass. You think sociopaths don't get pussy? And even worse is you think that's what makes someone an incel? This is all just your beliefs, but you state it as facts. And every single thing you've said almost has been completely wrong. But you say it like it's just reality. The thing that people seem to get hung up on is the 8-hour delay in calling the police. Yeah. You mean question it? Because it doesn't make sense, does it? There will be a reason for that which they haven't released. How you know? And by the way, you edited your comment. Maybe you did not, but hold on. There will be a reason for that which they haven't released. There are multiple reasons why this could have happened. Name one. Frozen shock phase. Just like you have the right to say, hey man, it's completely normal that people witness a murderer murder their fucking housemates and don't call the police for 8 hours. We've already discussed the 8 hours, and the truth of this is, clearly they were hiding something or getting rid of something before the police came in. That's the most logical answer, wouldn't you say? The 8 hours exist because whoever was in the house, remember she called the friends first, they wanted to dispose of something, get rid of something prior to the police getting there. It's really simple, and law enforcement did a great job. What's really simple? And law enforcement, how did they do a great job? How did they do a great job doing what? Have you seen the PCA? The only slight piece of evidence that they have against Bryan Kohberger is the sheath with minuscule touch DNA on it. What did law enforcement do that was such a good job? It's not simple at all. There's no evidence other than the DNA. The phone pings are not evidence. You can't use that. There's a 27 square mile radius from the phone pings. The phone pings do not put Bryan Kohberger in that even neighborhood. Given what we know about BK, he's the perfect picture of someone who would be a serial killer. Not at all. Not at all. Once again, you're just going off your gut. And I've seen you make comments before. And I just want to make some things clear to you. Everything you have said, every position you have taken is inaccurate and unfactual. But you continuously shoot it forward like, given the facts we know he's an incel. There's not a single thing pointing to that. Not a single thing pointing to that. And I guarantee you when you respond to this, you're going to give me some anecdote that you heard off mainstream media. Well, Coop and Duper, whatever, said that he once tickled a fat girl off Tinder. Man, all of us have tickled fat girls off Tinder. I've tickled several fat bitches off Tinder. Who hasn't tickled a fat girl off Tinder? Being honest. There's not a single thing. You're just creeped out by his career path because you don't. But oddly enough, you're not creeped out by police who took the exact same career path. Getting your PhD in criminology is not a creepy job. But see, what you try to do is because what you're doing is you're working backwards. Kohberger's a suspect, and now you're analyzing everything in his life and say, ooh, he tickled a fat bitch. That means he's an incel. Ooh, he studies criminology. That means he's a serial killer. What about all the people that study criminology that's not a serial killer? What about all the people that tickle fat bitches that's not a serial killer or incel? There's not a single thing accurate. You even brought up the Dickies outfit. Do you understand? I don't. You're a man. Don't you own a Dickies? Don't you own Dickies? Most of us do. What I'm saying to you is every single part of your comment is based on nothing accurate. It's simple bootlicking. The police did a great job. How do you know? How do you know they didn't fuck up? You know that you do know they're under investigation, right? For the Brady Giglio thing. How could police that's being under investigation for that possibly be great police? Just curious. And I'm pro-police. Look, I'm a Blue Lives Matter guy. But every position you take is based on the propaganda. And this is the unfortunate thing about all of the mainstream media being anti-Kohberger, is because you're the perfect proof and perfect example of why Bryan Kohberger will never get a fair trial. There is not a single thing that you said in your entire post. And by the way, I read posts like this all the time. I'm not picking on you, Mike D's. There's not a single thing that you stated in your comment that is factual in any aspect at all. And my problem and my fear is that many jurors are going to think just like you. Because look, man, and I don't blame you. Some of you guys don't have the time to study every fucking aspect of this case like many of us do. And so you just see what you see on TV, or it's called confirmation bias. But I'm asking you, is there any evidence at all that Bryan Kohberger's an incel? Any at all? Do you even know what an incel is? Because the only other thing that you said, and you weren't even accurate when you said Dickies coveralls. There's no evidence at all that he bought Dickies coveralls. Not a single piece of evidence or documentation saying that. You made it up. You just made it up. The problem is that there's many people just like you who believe they're so right. Bryan Kohberger's an incel that killed everybody, and he came in the house like Jason and Michael Myers, and then he unleashed his coveralls. Do you see what I'm saying? What I am saying to you is, brother, you may want to look a little bit deeper, and if you're going to have an opinion, cool. But maybe you should base it on facts. Maybe when you hear someone say something, you should type it in and research it a little bit more. Because the mainstream media and the official narrative in most situations is bullshit. Mostly. That's all I'm saying. A lot of people are forming their opinions based on shit that's just not factual. That's the truth. And I can think of so many other things that you probably believe. Like, you probably believe his cell phone pings put him in that location that night. No, they don't. All it takes is a little bit of research to know that the cell phone tower covers a 27 square mile radius. That does not put him there. That means that evidence cannot be used. Well, he turned off his phone. A lot of us phone dies at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. You ever fell asleep laying next to your phone watching it? And you forgot to plug it in? It dies, doesn't it, while you're sleeping? Majority of the statements about Kohberger are fraudulent. It's the truth. Guys, let them know. Let me know in the comment section what you think about all this. And look, I can do these comments and I can go over them so much because there's so many. The mainstream media has poisoned the well. And this is exactly why Kohberger's not going to get a fair trial. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You clearly are biased. You clearly believe he's guilty. Why? Because I think he's an incel. Even if he was an incel, which he's not. Why would you think that that means he's a murderer? I know he wanted Maddie. No, you don't. Like I said, the Instagram thing is a complete lie. Court documents say there's no connection. It's not that hard to realize. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. Do you guys believe Bryan Kohberger will ever get a fair trial? I don't. Because there's too many people that are sheep. They follow the herd. Jennifer Cooper-Dupers are God. Ashley Bumfields are God. Neither one of them are shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, do either one of them look like scholars to you? Do they look like they sit and research and study anything? No, they just recycle and rehash the official narrative. Guys, if you like what I do here and you find my content valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. Show some love to the channel. Join the Gun Squad today. Big thank you to the people that have been doing it recently. You guys are what makes this thing work. I am actually the only crowdfunded, unlike Tyler, who lies to you and says it. All those other people put commercials in their videos, which I'm not knocking. Get your money. I actually am the only crowdfunded one. That's the truth. If you guys want to support the channel, links down below. I love you guys. I'm JB Gunner. This is Crime Time. See you next time.